Hello, beautiful Pisces, and welcome back to Intuitive Energies. My name is Jane, and we're continuing on for the readings for this week. And what are we looking at? We're looking at how others see you and how you perceive yourself. And I love, this is one of my favorite ones. Want to know why? Because sometimes we think other people think of us in a certain way. And if we're thinking of ourselves as doubting ourselves or feeling a little off, we think everybody sees us that way. And sometimes that's very far from the truth. Sometimes they see us with a lot more, compassionate eyes than we see ourselves. So I love doing this. This part of the reading is one of my favorite. So, how others see you is brilliant, experienced, and humorous. The Queen of Air. She is, less and less do I identify to her, but most of my life I did. She has a lot of strength of character, very independent, very intelligent, a clear communicator. She's very self-aware. She's a teacher, but she's very critical of her own thoughts, and that's where now I'm hoping to get away from her in that part, because I don't want to be so critical of myself anymore in my thoughts. So very wise, can be cutting with her words, of course, but she's also lived a lot. She may have experienced a lot of loss, a lot of sorrow, but she is sharp and witty and smart because she is air, right? She's of the mind. She's very, very smart. So others see you as this person, and I think that's okay. And if they see you as like too critical of yourself, that's good, right? I mean, if they see you as somebody who's very, very bright and very smart, I mean, why can't we see ourselves that way? Okay? So you can take a page out of this and say, I like the qualities of the Queen of Air, and I would like to put it inside the package of which I want to present to the world for myself. I want to feel what the world sees me as, okay? This is a great way to be seen. There's nothing wrong with being seen this way. She also represents maturity. She represents somebody who knows stuff, okay? Somebody who can be trusted because she's wise, right? So I love, 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 love this card. I'm going to pull more from the same deck, which is the Guardian Angel Message Tarot. All the decks that I'm using, they're in that's why I mention them, because there's a link in the description box if you would like to purchase it. I get a little something because they're affiliate links. So it helps the channel, helps me, right? Eight of Air. Self-doubt, confusion, and free will. And that's exactly what I was talking about, right? Being critical of your own thoughts. Getting in your own way. And I think if people think that you get in your own way with your thoughts, there's something to be said about that. Absolutely. In other words, every once in a while you can ask people, how do you see me? Give me a couple words that you would pick to define who I am, and see what they come up with. Okay, of course they're going to try and be nice. You can ask the good friends to be truthful, right? They're the ones who are going to tell you. Well, sometimes you're a little cutting with your words, but sometimes not, right? Look at this Ten of Air coming in. Look at all this air energy coming in. This is endings, recovery, and freedom. So they see you as sometimes getting in your own way, but they're also seeing you coming at the end of something, recovering from something, and finding the freedom to move forward. This is really, really good, but there's a lot of mind energy. So they see you as a great thinker. They do see you as somebody who has done a lot of, as they call it in French, it's a it's a joual, as they say. C'est jonglage. It's some, you know, pondering, I guess you would call it. You sit there and ponder. You've pondered a lot about what you needed to do, right? And sometimes that pondering has made you stuck, but has also brought you to the end of things. And in essence, has set you free, right? There's the word free will and freedom, both in those two cards, showing that you are very much an advocate of finding that freedom, of getting past these points to go where you need to go, right? So I know I put a little subscribe, like, share, comment button at the beginning, but if you're simply listening to it and not really looking at it, if you haven't done so, why don't you take a moment and just subscribe to the channel and like at least the video. It helps the channel greatly. It helps me grow. I appreciate you so very much. Sharing it with somebody else also helps. Even if they're not Pisces, maybe they know one. And it would be great if you could do that. It costs nothing. It just takes a few minutes of your time, and it really helps this channel grow. So if you love it, just, you know, go ahead and do that for me. Okay, so there's crystals, achievement. Okay, I love this, and it's 9. So you have achieved a lot, and I that's without a doubt with the Queen of Air. They've seen you as a very witty, sharp-minded person who has achieved a lot. Okay, brilliant experience, humor. You have achieved a lot in your life. I mean, this is all pretty good. And it's a, you know, fairly well-balanced person. Sometimes you don't want people to think of you as, you know, oh, they know everything and they don't ever have to fight for things. It's nice that people have seen you struggle and gotten over it and move forward in spite of, right? They've seen you achieve things. I like that. It's very balanced. It feels very much in balance. And it also tells me that the people who are around you are not looking for somebody to look up at. They're looking at somebody to observe as somebody who travels with them in life. People can more relate to somebody who's been there, okay? We tend to put people who are too perfect on pedestals and think that they can do no wrong. And there's something to have our heroes, that's one thing. But it's also one thing that if some of those heroes represent the person that they can be themselves, so that means that they could see themselves as heroes. And it's a beautiful thing, right? So, like that. It says, give yourself a pat on the back for all you have achieved. The time and energy you've put into your endeavors has paid off. Crystals are formed over time by molecules coming together in a repeated pattern. They're symbols of success, victory, and achievement. The crystal labradorite point depicted on the card is a visual representation of reaching the top, and the shape frequently appears in monuments and landmarks. Just as the sun shines in the light, you are shining bright in your own way. Release your stress and doubt. You've successfully overcome all the challenges. And this is what we're talking about here. Okay, this is how they've seen you. Okay? This is a reminder that hard work pays off and a triumphant time is here. Stand tall and be proud. I love that. I really love that. It's accomplishment. It's like you have made it. And I love it. It's a point because all these swords have points to them. It's the point they're trying to make is is that this is how you're achieving, okay? This is how you're getting there. Yeah, this is how you're getting there, Pisces. Nice. All right, so let's take another one from here. Yeah, I'm going to pick from the healing, I think, yeah. these two came out. There's balance and healing, the yin and the yang, the balance between the fire and the calm, you know, the action, the feminine, masculine. It's all there. And you also have medical staff healing. So there's a lot of healing here. There's a lot of balancing and healing. Like I said, there, and I just said that, right? There's a nice balance to this. Because it's not all sunshine and butterflies and flowers. It's also the rain and the clouds. But it's to see how they work with each other to bring in the harmony that comes in. So I really love the fact that people are seeing you in this type of energy. Okay? This is a good crowd. And this is the crowd you want around you. These are the people, if you're in business, you want them to see you as real. And you want them to see you as overcoming. It makes people feel good to know that they can make it too. Okay? A little drink. It's all about timing, the drinking, and the speaking this week. But I'm getting it done. I'm getting it done. And I can still sing. So life is good. Life is good. And if you don't know what I'm talking about, because you just maybe suddenly arrived at this point, I've been fighting a cold. That's why I may be slightly nasal this week. So my apologies. I'm alive and I'm happy. I'm happy to be alive, and I'm happy that I'm not sick in bed, not able to get up. I'm just a little under the weather. That's it. That's it. By the end of the day, my bed looks good. All I have to say. Anchoring the light. Oh, I love the use of, I love that phrase. It's just right, Pisces, because to me, the Emperor is an anchor. He's the anchor of stability. He's the authority. He's the big cement chair, big rock chair that you're in. And now it's saying, yes, that. But again, we've been talking all week about taking the Emperor and just juggling it into the King of Wands, into something new. Giving it a whirl to something new, right? In the same energy pattern. So you're anchoring the light. The light, it's all fire, right? Gorgeous. The light is always within me. And that's what I've told you all the time, Pisces. We like to think that stability is something outside of us. But it is something inside of us. And I think because we're speaking, again, still about what others see, they see it as well. They see you as a person who can bring the light with you, who can make things shine with you. You take it and make it so. You anchor the light. You bring it with you. Gorgeous. I mean, it's just, mwah. It's like a really good pizza. Now I'm hungry for pizza. Oh, pizza. Maybe I should text my husband right now. Okay, squirrel brain, I'm back. Okay. We'll pick another healing card just before the end. I just want to kind of keep going here. And we didn't talk about the Seven of Pentacles yet. And that's how you see yourself. And Seven of Pentacles for me, it's all about the year. It's the year we're in, right? But look at this card, it's beautiful. It's like really concentrating on the stuff that's working. This is beautiful, okay? This is a beautiful sprout. It's got beautiful leaves. You know it's working out. And I think that is what we're really focusing on the good work. We're really pinpointing the stuff we're doing. We're not just skimming over anymore, going, that's good, that's good, that's bad, but that's okay, that's good, that's good. We're going, that's good, that's bad, nope, that's bad, I'm paying attention to what's good. And either the bad stuff, you have to deal with it, or it just kind of falls on the wayside. Because it's not being focused on. And that's That's very, that's crucial to success right now. Not focusing on that crap, okay? Again, all right. So please, if I may bring your attention to anchoring the light. I am the light in the world. I am the light in the world. The Ace of Wands. Okay, are are we associating stuff now? That to that to that. Yeah, did it. Yeah, that is what is happening. Okay, I am a light in the world. This is still how people see you. I am a light. I shine for you. I shine for me. I shine for everybody. That's beautiful. It's gorgeous. And it's what you want to be doing. It's what you want to be doing. Yes, that's what you want to be doing right now. You want to be a light in this world. Okay. Let's go see. I am a light. Did I see it? No. Uh, 112. And you know these cards, the vibrational cards, they're really cool. And this one is Earth Star, Copper. That's the chakra it's related to. This raise your vibration. All of these cards are to chakras. I haven't been mentioning it, but they are. So when you get this book, it's really cool because it tells you what chakra and then everything else. There is a light within us all, and that light will never go out. It existed before we were in our body and will exist beyond our lifetime. It is unborn, then therefore it can never die. It's eternal, infinite. It's who we really are. That light has an opportunity to shine whenever it faces darkness. Darkness is not evil, it's simply uncertainty. Whenever we're facing a moment of uncertainty, it's an opportunity for a light to shine and our gifts to be shared. Beautiful. The universe is calling upon your light at this time. Don't hide it or dim it. Let it shine. I want to sing this little light of mine. You may have been holding back, feeling that there's a specific time for you to reveal yourself fully and shine. That time is now. When you begin to express who you are, you align with a higher power, and that presence reminds you why you're here and what you need to do next. In times of uncertainty, be the light that you have come to be. I remember why I'm here. Okay, so remember why you were here. Okay, that's the title of this. I'm writing it down somewhere because I always forget. Remember why you were here. Remember why you are here. Exclamation point. All right. Oh, and by the way, these are some of my gratitude journals. I have a link down here. I have some. I haven't talked about them in a long time, but this was a tentative cover that I was trying. It's just a little bit kind of fuzzy, so this is a great thing. You get to try it. This is an area close to me, but as you see, it's not that clear, so in the end, I won't be using it. But I still have some beautiful gratitude journals that I've done from before. The link is below. I have some for a year. I have some for just 30 days for the month, right? Well, more than 30 days, or 35. Just in case you're grateful for more than 31 days. All right, so this is how they see you. They see you as a light. They see you as smart, beautiful, brilliant. Jesus, who are your friends? Excuse me. Jesus may be one of your friends. It's just, who are you hanging around with, you guys? It's fantastic. fantastic. So, all right, now we're going to look at you, assessing you, how you're doing. I still want to sing that song. Okay. Let's take from one more of a healing. I want another healing here. It's a very good week this week. I feel like you're getting it. It's like sometimes you have all the pieces of the puzzle, you have the table to work on, you have the light shining on it, and you know, you have a picture of the image of what it's supposed to look like. But putting the pieces together sometimes can take a lot of work. And I feel you're at the point where you're getting it. The pieces are coming together. The picture is forming, and it's becoming something not just from a picture, it's actually transforming in front of you. And I like it. I like the way I feel about it, because yeah, we're just not going to give up on the light, right? The Queen of Air, illuminating the truth. I am willing to see things clearly no matter the outcome. So again, talking a little bit about that Queen of Air coming in. Yeah. And yeah, that's what you're doing. The assessment card, the Seven of Pentacles, is assessing what works, doesn't work. There's very much a truth factor in here as well. But it's all about the light. You're not afraid to shine the light on things now, because you realize that the what you call good and bad, it's all working towards the end goal. You're still all going towards something, right? You're all working towards something. All going towards something, the Chariot. And seven's been coming in all week. At some points, multiple times. 6 and 7s, remember? Yep. So you are seeing yourself, because now we are talking about how you perceive yourself, as finally getting somewhere. You're starting to get the momentum, the drive. You feel competent. You've got that discipline thing going on, you know, with the with the Emperor. All right. Well, as always, another break time. Didn't do too bad. Lasted about 20 minutes and then started coughing. All right. So here we go. Let's try to get through the end of this reading, and then yeah. So, definitely have momentum going in the direction that we want to, Pisces. Yes. So you're feeling like you're assessing, you're planting good stuff. You're in a research phase. You have patience. You've done trial and error a lot. Sometimes the loss of patience has helped you make things happen as well, right? Illuminating the truth, seeing things. That can be the 7 as well. Seeing if your option's on the right path. Yeah, you're facing down the devil, okay? You're looking him straight in the face and you're going, bring it. Bring it, I can take it, okay? Seeing the devil for what he is. Not that that place, but that sometimes the devil comes from here, okay? The devil comes from right here, okay? In the boundaries and the restrictions that you put upon yourself, in calling bad things stoppages, like I told you, right? I was, at the beginning of the week, I was talking about my trip and I went, ugh, you know, like, ugh. But instead of going, I'm never going to do it again, now I have a better indication of things that, yes, I don't mind doing that. No, I don't like doing that. And let's find different things to do or different ways of seeing it, right? Why not? Why not, right? Right. So, let's continue on with this. So, yeah, you see yourself as, yeah, getting past the devil energy, the trickery of it all. The trickery was the restriction that you put upon yourself, the things that you told your head, the things that you see it now for what it is, right? You saw it as, okay, well, these were conditions, but I can change the conditions. I can juggle and adapt the conditions to fit my situation. Yes, you can. Yes, you can. And you have. And you will. And you did. Okay. So, tomorrow is the last day of reading as Pisces, and after that, I think we're doing a full moon reading. Is it? Let me check. Let me check my handy dandy calendar that lets me know where I'm going at all times. Yeah, we're going to be doing on Sunday the full moon in Aries, and also the new week of readings. Always fun, always fun. It's also the last week of September. I can hardly believe it. I can hardly believe it, right? Where does time go? Where does time go? You know your worth. You know your worth. Yes. And that is important as well. Sometimes we devalue ourselves. And it's not uncommon, especially if you're in a place of being of service to others, which happens, right? You go, you're important, you're important, you're important, and then suddenly you're going, wait a minute, I think I'm forgetting somebody. That's you. You're forgetting you, okay? So now you know your worth. You know that you've done a lot of work to plant this and make this happen. And it's happening for you, okay? You have planted the seed, you have fed the soil, you have made sure that that pretty little plant had everything it needed, okay? And now you understand that that takes some skill. You have skills. Yes, you do. You have skills. So believe in yourself. Believe in yourself. Yes. Okay. So I'm going to take from the Creative Whack Pack, one of my new favorites. I usually use it with the, I think it's the Morgan, what's it called? The Morgan's Tarot, but I haven't used it this time with it. I'm kind of using it on its own. And it's performed quite well. Alright, voice, don't fail me now. And for those of you who have been showing concerns all week, don't worry. After this reading, I will be taking a break for the day. Giving my voice a rest, my nose, my throat. I like the way this kind of flew out. Ooh, conform. Yeah, I don't think so. 36, 9, 3, 6, comes to 9. When St. Augustine was a young priest in Milan, he took a problem to his bishop. He was going to Rome, where the Sabbath was celebrated on Sunday, while in Milan it was celebrated on Saturday. Augustine was confused as to which was the right day. The bishop solved his problem by saying, when in Rome, do as the Romans. Conformity is a necessary part of our existence. Without it, the fabric of society would come apart. It's the same with new ideas. If you're too far out in left field, you might be out of the ballpark. To what standard should you be conforming? So I love this. This is talking about this again. Okay? This deck has been really just talking about that all week. I've noticed this. All the cards are coming out talking about taking the old, mixing it with the new, and making it work. Okay? Making it conform to what you need it to do. So in this case, conform, yes, 2 thumbs up. I agree with this. Okay? Do as what you need to do. Okay? If you've been doing it that way, but you know, it's a Sunday, but it needs to be a Saturday, let it be a Saturday. Okay? See what you can do with it, Pisces. You don't need to be stuck. You don't need to be anchored. Where's that anchor? Didn't I say it? Anchoring. Anchoring the light. Anchor the light. Don't anchor the dark. Beautiful. Make it work. I'm okay with that. I love this card. Let's leave that there. I love this card. Okay. Do we take another? Yeah, take another. Let's see what else. Let's see what else. Look somewhere else. Alright, so I feel like when the card earlier this week came like all over the map, I feel this is the same thing. This is like, if you can't, finding new ideas is like prospecting for gold. If you look at the same old places, the Emperor, you'll find tapped out veins. But if you venture off the beaten path, ooh, we juggle it. And you'll improve your chances of discovering new ideas. Remember, you can't see the good ideas behind you by looking twice as hard at what's in front of you. Where else can you look for ideas? Where else? Again, this is all about the same thing. And how you see yourself is like this right now. You do understand that you've got to look in different spots. You've got to embrace new ideas. You've got to make them your own. Okay? Even if the barrel doesn't match the usual barrels you look into. Okay? Go across down and look at those barrels. And maybe instead of looking at, I don't know, barrels, look into different containers. Okay? Don't look at barrels at all. Look at something different. Water, you guys. Oh, blessed water. Thank you. Oof. What would we do without it? Alright, so let's take another one of these, which is raise your vibration. Lovely, lovely. And again, we're going in very into what you think of you, right? So go away from the, how do you get rid of those restrictions? You conform to something new. You look somewhere else. We're just going for it. You're going for it. Your mind is an altar to source energy, right? So don't let your mind constrict you. Don't let it hold you back, because I was talking about this at the beginning of the week. Oh, you know, I talk about so many things and it's hard to remember which reading exactly, Pisces. But I was saying that when your mind thinks of negative things, it impacts you negatively. Emotionally, you start reacting in a negative emotion. So you want to be connected to source energy. You want source energy to come in and give you a hand, okay? Such as they do with me every single day. Okay, I sit here and I get in this mind frame. This is a beautiful mind frame. This is an open door. They have an open door policy. Especially with me, I let them in because they're angels and they're here to help me. And that is connecting myself to source energy. I connect in a positive way to receive the positive messages that I can give to you. Okay? So that you leave here feeling uplifted and empowered. That's all I want you to do. I don't want to make decisions for you. I want you to know that you are the powerful being, that you are exactly where you're meant to be. And you can use everything that you have to your advantage, okay? And your mind isn't altered to source energy. So if you have negative thoughts, you're as Abraham says, you're going to attract that. Okay? It's like you put that out, that's what's coming back. You don't want to be that. You want to connect to something beautiful. You want to connect to that openness. You know, I call it like a store of opportunity that most people don't even know exist. Intuition. Help from guides. These are some great tools, and they're there as helpers. They're bonded to you. They're part of you. We're all part of source energy, but you have this energy attached to you to help you through this journey. And I mean, if you have a choice between ignoring it and tapping into it, why not tap into it? Okay? It's a wonderful source of help and guidance. Use it. Okay? All right. So let's take from the star codes. The Star Codes Astro Oracle is what this one is called. I've really enjoyed, I think, the last 3 weeks worth of readings. I feel that they've been really, really helpful. Okay. Relationship and communication. 9 and 5. Okay. Since we're talking about the mind and communication, this makes all the sense in the world. I love the way that it's houses, because this deck is more than just houses. But in this case, this is affecting your houses, your third house, communication, your seventh house, relationship. 7. Okay? 7 is coming in again. Of course, how others see you is a relationship to others, right? So I'm going to tell you right now with the relationship, it's important that you keep track of what people see you as. And I mean, not just, not just the man on the street or the, it's sad to say, but the idiot at work. I'm talking about people you care about. People who are with you, who are constantly around you, who love you. Ask them every once in a while how they see you, okay? And you say, you don't have to be overcritical, but, how do you see me right now? What vibes are you getting from me? And if it's bad, Pisces, don't get angry. Just try to figure out why those vibes are coming out of you, okay? Why that energy is being bounced off of them in that way. So it's time to communicate in that way, especially when it comes to the relationship with others, the good ones. I'm going to call the relationship to the good ones, because you can get a lot out of that. They may even give you keys of letting you know why you feel stuck, okay? Also, the number 5 that I see here at the top sometimes can be about miscommunication. 5 is a hard number. 5 is about conflict resolution. It's about perception of things as well. It's about emotional upheavals. So it's important that you clear up communication. This is, I feel, is more like homework for you, though, Pisces, to see what people around you feel from you. Do they feel your struggle? Do they feel your pain? Okay? It's obvious here that they feel a lot, but maybe you can get more insight. You can get more insight of what it is. Maybe they perceive your blocks. Maybe this part right here, they can help you with. Okay? Sometimes it's interesting to see somebody else's point of view, to look from the outside in and their possible solution to things. So open up that communication without confrontation, and really work on those relationships to help you. It will help you reach your 9, your happiness, your fulfillment. Okay? So that's it, my beautiful Pisces, for me. It's time for me to take a break, actually, because I can feel it. But I thank you so much for being here. I wanted to quick shout out to people who have donated. Oh my God, some of you have been very generous. Thank you so much. It really helps me, because when I changed format, I kind of, you know, it impacted the channel somewhat, but I knew it might. So, but I took a chance anyway. So anything that you do to support, as in using the affiliate links, being a member, you know, for $3 a month, and also any donations that you do, it's a great help to me. I appreciate it so very much. I'm sending you a lot of love, light, and blessings, my beautiful Pisces. I hope you're well wherever you are. Remember, you make decisions for yourself. You are an empowered human being who is going through a beautiful journey, and you have the power to make it a good one. Okay? Don't let anybody tell you what to do. You know you have everything you need to guide you within yourself. So take good care of yourself, and I will see you tomorrow for the last reading of the week. And bye for now, beautiful ones.